Two things happened to me this week that I would like to share with you that was so inspiring. And these are things that, I knew about it before and maybe even taught and preached it. But then when it happens to you, it's like, wow. These are such important lessons in life, that these are life-changing lessons. The first thing is, a few months ago, when Necham and I were deciding what we want to do, we said, the week of July 4th, a lot of people go out of town. It's a good week to go away. Where do we want to go? And we go to different places, sometimes new places we've never been. This time my son, Levi, was asking us to come up to camp for visiting days in Canada. And we said, usually we don't always go for visiting day, but he's been asking us, let's go. And then we decided we're going to Montreal. For a few days, we'll spend time in Montreal, up in the Laurentians, and then we'll go Sunday to visiting day. And after we booked the trip, we said to ourselves, oh my God, this is the trip for the summer that we're going away. How exciting is it going to Montreal? Nothing against anyone that's from Montreal, but whatever. We've been to more exciting places, but whatever. We made the decision. Little did I know why we made that decision. A few months later, 2 weeks ago, my father passed away. And after my father passed away, I said, you know what, I got to cancel a trip, because one of the great responsibilities and honor is to say Kaddish for your father. And I wanted to be able to say Kaddish twice a day, in the Shachis, and then in the afternoon go back for Mincha Ma'ariv. I'm looking for also to be the Chazan. Those are very special things, and they're very, very important. And I want to do it. So I said, forget it, we can't go. But then we started thinking, we said, hey, Montreal may be the easiest place to go, because other places I went in this vacation, there are no minyan. Montreal, maybe to be a minyan wherever I am. So I started calling around. And yes, I called one friend who lives in the city of Montreal. He said, yes, this is the place. You could have a minyan, you could be the Chazan. Then we wanted to go up to Montreal Blanc area. So I called the Chabad Rabbi in Saint Agad. He said, yes, it's a minyan. You could come in the morning, the afternoon. I said, great. So, it's interesting. The little that I know, when I planned my trip, I thought I was planning it for one reason, and then I regretted. Then I realized, God knew that I'll need to say Kaddish. And really, if I would plan somewhere else, I'd have to cancel it and not go. The second lesson is, I don't, even though I have to admit, I'm going to do a confession, don't repeat this to anyone. For some people, going to shul twice a day for minyan, shachas, and then mincha ma'ariv is very important, and they make sure wherever they are, they can go to minyan. I'm not that way. Shachas, I always go. We have in the Chabad a minyan. Mincha ma'ariv, a lot of times I just daven by myself. So even if I go on vacation, I don't look, where can I find a place to mincha ma'ariv? I don't make a big effort to do it. I daven by myself, yechidus, as we say. Now, I need to say Kaddish, so where I'm staying and where the minyan is a half-hour drive. And I'm driving twice a day, in the morning, a half hour to minyan, a half hour back, and the same thing in the afternoon, a half hour there and a half hour back. And I don't do it as dread. I look forward to drive to shul, to be able to say Kaddish. And it reminds me again of this story. This is such an important lesson. I'd like you to hear me out this story. And this was a lesson to me. How many in life, a lot of times we say we can't do something. The Baal Shem Tov and his student, he was teaching once his students, and he was giving a class. In the middle, a wagon driver came in and said, I need your help. My wagon fell into a ditch, and I need your help. So they said, sorry, we can't. So he told them, listen to what he told them. He says, don't say you can't. Say you don't want to. And the Baal Shem Tov told them, that's such a great lesson in life. How many times we say there's some things we can't. We can't do this for our wife, we can't do this for our children, we can't do this for God, we can't do this. We can't give this money, we can't do that. Fill in the blank, I can't. And the real question you have to ask, is it really you can't? Is it really because you don't really want to? The question is, how much do you really want to do it? And I thought to myself, I've been going on vacations for so many years. I've never driven anywhere to go to a minyan. And maybe in the past, if you asked me, could you go? No, I can't, I'm on vacation, It's not a question you can't. It's how much do you really want it. And when you want it, you could do it. And I see this in me now driving the shul twice a day. And I think this is such an important lesson for us in life. Before we say something that we can't, ask yourself, is it really we can't? Or is it really because we don't want to? Or maybe we don't want to enough. And that's really the lesson I take for myself this week. One, A lot of times we plan things. It's not that we plan. There's greater plans than me coming here. And the second thing, remind me again, there's so many things in life that I want to do that I say sometimes I can't. But really, it's not really I can't. It's how much do you really want to do it? And if you really want to do it, my dear friends, we could do it. That's in every aspect of our life. In our marriage, as a child, as a parent, as everything. We ask ourselves, you really can't, or you really don't want to, or you don't want bad enough. Shabbat Shalom.